What you're about to see will astound you. It's my real baby, the amazing living baby. Hold her in your arms and the magic begins. Her lifelike movements have made front-page news and have even been seen on NBC's Today Show. You will be thrilled by your child's reaction to the amazing living baby. She's so real, kids can't wait to show and tell friends and classmates. My Real Baby is the new Finger Baby. The slightest movement of your hand and fingers makes the baby come alive. It's been called the next Tickle Me Elmo. To order, call this number. You won't find My Real Baby in stores. Give a unique and special gift that children love. Get big discounts on twins and triplets. Choose between light or dark My Real Baby today.
To order your My Real Baby for $19.99 plus shipping, have your credit card ready and call the number on your screen or send check or money order to the address shown. Sorry, no CODs.
Batteries.
Video games don't just blast through your batteries. They blast through your money. That's why you should arm yours with Rayovac Maximum Alkaline. They last as long as standard Duracell and Energizer, but cost less.
How about a little one-on-one?
Rayovac lasts as long as standard Duracell and Energizer for less.
I challenge you to a little one-on-one. Try Rayovac. If you don't think they're as good as the other guys, you get your money back. You can't lose. I like that.
Next week on Atmospheres, guiding ships in and out of port is rough when the weather is bad. Plus, the weather may be the secret ingredient to making award-winning wine. Don't miss Atmospheres, hosted by meteorologist Jim Cantori and Mish Michaels, Wednesdays at 8 on the Weather Channel.
Right now, it's your local forecast on the Weather Channel. Currently in your area, 26 degrees with heavy snow. The forecast for your area. Expect fair skies Monday through Wednesday with temperatures in the 20s on Monday.
In Times Square since 1904, and the weather's never stopped them. The snow's not going to stop the new year, it's not going to stop the ball, and it's certainly not going to stop Dick Clark from being here in Times Square.
On the day before the New Year's ball is set to drop, a big snow drops on the Big Apple.
Just ahead, we'll track the storm that's ringing out the old year across the Northeast on a cold, snowy note.
And we are wrapping up Y2K here in New York City on a very snowy weekend. We'll bring you a live report coming up.
Here in eastern Massachusetts, it's snow and rain. We'll tell you where it's raining and how that will impact your travel tonight along the Boston corridor. Coming up, I'm Mike Seidel-Lowell. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Hello and welcome to our continuing coverage of the Winter Blitz. I'm Marnie Stanier.
And I'm Paul Lemke. Thanks so much for joining us. Here's some of the latest details on exactly what's happening coast to coast with the most active areas of weather. Some freezing rain continues to fall into parts of the Northwest. There's a couple of spots, maybe a little freezing drizzle, some ice fog. Maybe a little mix of sleet, but again, not that big of a deal in the Northwest now. Single-digit wind chill stick in the south, more snow falling around Chicagoland, even a record around midway for December. And also more snow in the Ohio Valley. And across the Northeast, no contest. It's snowing at rates of up to several inches an hour, still in some spots. We need to get the latest on the Northeast with a look at current conditions. Here's Marnie Stanier.
Thanks, Paul. We have some new numbers in out of Morris County, New Jersey. Reports of 23 inches of snow now on the ground. It's still coming down for the major cities from Boston to New York City and places in between. And, of course, the impact, a lot of problems at the hubs. As a matter of fact, from Bradley Field to LaGuardia, JFK, Newark, the airports are closed. Delays out of Boston, Philly, and Baltimore. I'm sure there are delays all over the country because of this situation. But the biggest problem, the airport's completely closed, and they will probably not reopen until sometime this evening for these hubs from Bradley Field all the way down to Newark. The impressive amounts coming in, 21 inches Marcella, New Jersey, and then again an unofficial report of 23 inches in Morris County. Highland Lakes, New Jersey, 20 inches. Elizabeth, 12. So a foot of snow there, a foot of snow around Central Park as well. It continues to come down. It's cold, it's windy. The winds are just howling. They're gusting here to 44 miles an hour around the Boston area. So that makes it feel very uncomfortable with that snow flying. 35 degrees for our current temperature there. It's 29 now in New York City. Fortunately, the winds are not howling around New York City, so the wind chill is the same. As a matter of fact, we'll go live now to Jennifer Lopez, who is on the scene. Jennifer, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thank you, Marnie. And hello, everyone, live from New York City. The winds, right, are not too bad here in the city. Maybe by later on this evening and into tomorrow, we will start to see the winds start to pick up. What we are seeing is just more snow. It's continuing to come down, and it is just a beautiful sight here right on the sidewalk of the west side of New York City, the Central Park rather. Let's take you into the park and see how things are looking throughout this area. We have had thousands of people in the park just enjoying the beautiful snow, what Mother Nature has brought them on the final weekend of the year. They've been out sledding, walking the dog, doing a little bit of exercising, and just even doing some skiing. Now, earlier today, they were busy building snowmen. Old Frosty himself made an appearance in Central Park. Needs a hat there. And look at this one, eating the snow. They were also sliding down the snow. Here he goes, and watch out. Look where he ends. Oh, right into a tree, but fortunately he was all right. Again, I want to make sure that you're extra careful if you're going to be out and about, not only on the roads, but certainly doing any of these activities outside, maybe some sledding. It's probably been a while for a few of you, so just make sure you're extra careful out there as you enjoy the wonderful snow around New York City. Well, let's head up the coast now to find out how the snow is just outside of Boston, the Lowell, Mass, for Mike and Mike Seidel.
Hi, Jennifer. Here in Boston, the snow got underway, of course, later than in New York City, about noontime, 12:30. Out here in the northwest suburbs in Lowell, it started to really come down hard about 2 hours ago. And because of that, there is certainly a lot of snow on the roadways. Now, they've done a lot of salting and sanding, and also a lot of plowing, but temperatures have actually risen the past hour from 30 up to 33, so that's helping to melt some of the snow in the streets. We got a plow out here, a little John Deere Bobcat going around City Hall in Lowell, and we've seen the plows come by, but the snow's still coming down pretty hard. Let's do a quick measurement and show you how much we've had. Now remember, it's only been snowing for a couple of hours. Put the old Weather Channel stick in the snow, and I believe it's about 2 inches. Let's talk impact here across Massachusetts. Now again along the coast, it's been raining at Logan now, 35 degrees. That will lower accumulations. So we're talking a medium impact for snow, but there will be a lot of wind along the coast. Watch out for coastal flooding and beach erosion. Ice is not going to be a problem, and it will be a cold night, but it could be a lot colder by December standards. Actually, the average low now is 23, and it will not probably get that cold tonight. Low is somewhere between about 28 and 30 degrees. So a real mess on our hands in eastern Massachusetts. The Mass Pike speed's now 40 miles an hour. Many flights canceled at Logan, over half of them. And because of that, because of the lower volume, not as many headaches as you would normally expect in a situation like this. Now let's find out about snowfall totals here in Massachusetts. We heard about the almost 2 feet in Morris County, Colin. How about up here in Boston?
Not going to be able to send that much your way. Sorry this time around, Mike. This is, in the end, of course, a very major winter storm, particularly for the New York City area. Let's show you the radar out of New York. The light at the end of the tunnel is now visible in New York City, although there are some details still to be worked out here. One band of snow holding firm across Westchester County, southwestern Connecticut into northern Nassau County, and there's still accumulating snow there. However, most of the New York City area has seen the snow taper off. However, that's a little bit deceiving because if we broaden the radar view here, Some more accumulating snow to the west, reformed here across the Delaware Valley. And as we head on through the remainder of the afternoon and evening, that will swing into the New York City area, so we could see a little bit more in the way of accumulation. Not a heck of a lot more, but maybe a couple more inches for the New York City area before it's all said and done this evening. Heading up the coast into Boston, we continue to see a battle zone from the Boston metropolitan area to Providence and then down toward Groton, Connecticut, south